Right, this is Aaron East with MMA UK News, and I'm joined today by one of the UK's most notable fighters and GB top team coach, Capcom Cory Tait. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to speak with me today, man.
My pleasure, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Right, where do I start? You have made such an impact in your 13-year career that spans over seven organisations, which solidifies yourself in many people's eyes as a true warrior of UK MMA. I've spoken to many fighters over the years, and they hold you in high regard. How does it feel to be held on such a pedestal within the fighting community?
Um, Definitely feels good, man. For all that you do in the game, it's sometimes the recognition goes a long way, you know. So I'm grateful that people still look at me in that way. And yeah, man, I feel like I'm just scratching the surface as always. So yeah, there's always a lot more to do.
Yeah, when I'm darting around the regional circuit, I always spot you out of nowhere.
Yeah, man. I try and be involved as much as I can, you know.
Yeah, definitely, man. You definitely are. Definitely a hard worker, man. But what first allured you to the brutal yet exhilarating world of mixed martial arts?
Just martial arts in general. I think I started with that, and as jobs wasn't working well, as life was just a bit normal, I guess. I don't know. I started seeing some guys fighting on the TV, Anderson Silva.
Mm.
Most notably, I saw him on, and I was like, well, I reckon I could do something like that.
Yeah, definitely a pioneer. Was he someone you looked up to?
Yeah, man, definitely. He was definitely a good stable or pillar, like in the foundation of me starting my career, you know. So yeah, man, I looked up to him a lot. Got to meet him as well. So yeah, man. Like I said, it's grateful to have a good career. Do you know what I mean? Not everyone gets to live this kind of life.
Yeah, definitely. And like watching some clips back of yourself, I can definitely see some like parts of his game in your game. I can see.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Right,
I
Cage
appreciate
Warriors,
that.
right, UC, MMA, and Bellator are just a
Yeah.
few promotions that have witnessed you in the cage, and 13 years can
Mhm.
hold a lot of fond memories. But has there been a particular moment on your journey thus far that will forever hold a special place for you at all?
Um, when I think back, there's actually a lot more than I can put in any one thing, if
Hmm.
that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, but I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, just for example, the other day, Friday just gone, I was having dinner with Danny Roberts,
Yeah,
and one of the guys that was there was a guy named Max, and that is actually the manager of a rapper that I listen to a lot, Freddie Gibbs.
mm,
So it was absolutely fucking sick that I was sitting there like having dinner, shooting the shit with Freddie Gibbs' manager. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Um, just a small, yeah, it's such a small thing, but at the same time, like the little kid in me always can't get over just having those moments. You know what I mean? And how it comes so seamlessly sometimes. So
yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's more on the scale of it. I can't put it down to any one thing. It's just the kind of life that I've managed to build for myself through working hard and fighting people. So
Yeah,
it's pretty
definitely.
sick.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it must open like a lot of doorways, not just in the fighting game, like the fighters, as you said, you get to meet your idols and stuff like that. I mean, I remember when I first came to the gym and I met Brad for the first time, I was absolutely starstruck. I was like, oh God, it's craziness.
Yeah, man, I still get that every now and then. Do you know what I mean? When I see Brad and chatting to him, I'm like, man, you don't know how many times I watched your fights over and over. It's crazy.
Definitely must be, man. Well, as well as juggling your own ambitions in the cage, you have helped mold many warriors at GB Top Team and gone above and beyond for each and every one of them, especially ones venturing out on their respective amateur journeys. And with the level of amateurs in the cage at the moment, compared to the early days, you can see under the guidance of from many of you that these warriors have a very bright future. Well, but what made you turn your attention to coaching these up and coming prospects?
Um, well, like I said, I've taken a very alternate route when it comes to MMA. When I look back on it all, do you know what I mean? I did a lot of things solo. I was kind of the first. person in my circle, I guess, that tried to do this. So
Yeah.
um, a lot of mistakes and early things that I guess now I have the experience to show others that those things wasn't shown to me, and those things wasn't really a thing because no one was really doing it yet. So you can't always get it right if you don't really know the full picture. So yeah, so I show a lot of them now because yeah, man, a small decision can turn to a big have a big after effect. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, just don't want to see anybody put in all the effort and smash their career basically.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, as I said, I've seen you at many regional circuits, especially Fight Star recently. You really do go above and beyond for them, and that's highly respectable, man. Definitely.
I appreciate that.
Anytime, man. Right, GB Top Team has a vast amateur team that have been very successful around the country, but which has singled the gym out as one of the leading places to start their journeys. Right, what advice would you give to aspiring fighters looking to join what you guys at the gym to start on their own respective what journeys in the sport?
What our gym or any gym?
I mean, your gym or any gym in particular, but yeah,
Yeah, man. I said recently on another platform just to keep an open mind, man. Check your ego at the door. Don't go in thinking you know it all or you know more than the coaches. You know, sometimes the coaches put on a put on a face and whatever, but don't forget these guys got their experience through doghousing and fighting and training for years. You know what I mean? A lot of the time when these guys were still in school playing with, I don't know what the hell it was, Pokemon cards or whatever. You know what I mean? Back then, they wasn't doing what we was doing back then. So yeah, the knowledge that we have now, obviously, kind of brings a certain calmness, and it gives you just a bit of experience and knowledge to help them. So yeah, if you're young coming in, like I said, just keep an open mind. Don't go in like you think you know it all. That's all.
yeah, that's great advice, man. I mean, as you said, they grew up with Pokemon cards and stuff like that. I mean, we grew up with like mainly dominated martial arts films, like back in the day, martial arts
Mm,
games, stuff
mm,
like that.
exactly. So yes, it's kind of no surprise I've fallen into something like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt, man. That's literally what allured me to it. Like all the films, like mainly Bruce Lee, really,
Yeah,
to be honest.
yeah, same.
But looking onto your career, well, you were last in action, but back with Octagon in 2022. But your main
Hmm.
focus seems to be on your coaching duties at the moment. Do you have any plans in the not so distant future to once again grace the cage?
Yeah, man, I'm definitely haven't shut the door on that. It's just I guess certain promotions and deals I've been offered have just not been lucrative enough, man.
Yeah,
If people wanted to pay me more and like add some more, you know, incentives to some of these fights, then maybe I'd consider it more. But I'm grown. Do you know what I mean? Because there's certain I've been in the game a long time. There's just a certain level I won't go below, and you know, coaching's proven to be pretty successful for me. So I definitely haven't turned my back on fighting, but you know, got to pay the bills somehow.
yeah, 100%, man. And
So you
if
know, if there is a so sorry, if
mm,
there is a promotion that want to you know sit down and talk and you know how much for certain heads on the table, then
yeah,
you know I'm more than happy to sit down, man. Career's not dead.
100%, man. And if you was like given the choice, I mean, well, as you say, there's so many promotions at the moment. If you was given a choice, would you like to give any of them a shout out?
Um, anywhere, man. I mean, there's some good places. I mean, Octagon, they only gave me the one time, so it would have been nice to get a little run going there. I know PFLs just they got Simon, they got Dom, they got some yeah some good fights going there. So I mean, man, I'm pretty open to every and all right now. But again, the bag's got to be right for me, man. So whoever's got the bag, really, it doesn't really bother me anymore. I think I'm past the days of the best organization that you're fighting for and stuff like this. if I had a family and all of that stuff, it really wouldn't matter. It would just matter about the bag. So the plan shouldn't change. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%, man. Right, it's always a pleasure speaking with you, Corey. Right, whether it's in the cage,
Likewise, my bro.
that's one, man. Right, whether it's in the cage or on the match training combatants at GB Top Team, I wish you all the best for the future, and I look forward to catching up with you at the gym one day soon, man.
Aaron, it's always a pleasure, my bro. Yeah, always good, man. Keep putting in the work that you're doing, because yeah, man, it doesn't go unseen, and it's just a case of building up that interest, man. People will see all the work one day. You know, I've been putting in for a long time, and it only seems in the last 6 months that I started coaching that people kind of really see the depth of my talent. And like I said, it's only the tip of the iceberg, especially when it comes to coaching. Some of these guys haven't even gone pro yet. So I'm only showing them the foundational things of my style. But that's not to say that I'm not down with GB Top Team and everything that we do there. Brad, Ash, Banny, Wally, everything that everybody's doing there. Yeah, I'm not any one person. We're all a collective, and it all works. But I just know what I bring as well, and I'm happy to share that with the team, man. So yeah, it's all a collective. We're all coming up.
100%, man. I always love seeing you putting in the work. I mean, I sometimes I turn up like late after training that, and you're still there. You're still giving advice. You're still in the cage, giving some advice and extra training as and when you can, man. It's always visible the effort you put in.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, Aaron. Yeah, nice one, bro.
Always, man. Right. Last but not least, what do you have a message for the viewers and anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, man. Follow me at Capcom Corey, Capcom underscore Corey. Yeah, shout out GB Top Team. Shout out everyone there, man. Fighters done well over the weekend. Shout out everyone, man. There's so many names. Again, you just said 13 years pro, so the list of shout outs literally goes on, man. I've met so many people. So yeah, man. Shout out everyone. Everyone that know me, it's all love, you know?
Nice one, man. It's a great message. You enjoy the rest of your day, man. I look forward to again seeing you once again in the gym, man.
Love, my bro.
Take care, brother. Speak soon.
Yes, bless. Cool,
Bye.
cool.